Off it again, and hello, it's Fo, and welcome back to Turbine City. Last time we'd been working on this tile, we got a bunch of zoning in. I'm just going to pretty much let it run, see how far it goes until the number comes back down again. I'm going to drop down a save at 625,000. I think there's might need to turn back on the plot the globals and find it, because this zone is not coming in because we don't have the high density residential buildings in our UK style district. So none of this stuff is growing in, it's just leaving this awkward empty space. So I'll go back to the main menu, get the mods turned on, come back in. Now we've got plot the globals and find it on. Go global. What I want to do is get high residential buildings at level 5, and that way they're not going to level up beyond that. I shouldn't try to change the building for a building that's not in the style that you can't make. I think that's maybe what happened to the buildings we put in here. Going to use the right sizes of level 5 high density residential buildings. Try and fill out the space a bit. Get everything tucked in nice and neat. Just try and find the right size buildings. Find a 3x2 and better fit that space. I'm not worried about trying to use a variety of buildings, just getting the gaps filled up really. So we just use the right size of buildings to fill in these gaps. And go for the big 4x4s and fill in the biggest spaces. Now we can come back with the smaller ones and fill in the smaller gaps. This will obviously provide more housing for people, keep our population growing. Yeah, we'll just fill out this gappy bit. Get on to do some more normal zoning. This combination of mods are good if you're into plopping buildings. It gives you a lot more control over what you're doing, the look of your streets and things. It's obviously a lot more time consuming than just highlighting an area for zoning. Extend this area out a little bit just to better occupy the space we've got here. Would like these rows to line up, so do a little bit of wiggling, make it look nice and neat. Make space for a little bit more normal zoning. I'm going to let it run for a bit. Next time I drop down a save, turn these mods back off again, just so we're using the fewest amount of mods we need, only the essentials as it were. Touch wood, it hasn't crashed for a little bit, so quite confident with the minimalist mods. We can continue on. And down here, we do want to see if our ferry stops are going to line up with our roads. It looks like they come further back away from the canal itself. I thought they would be going along the edge. That's fine. We can incorporate it into our small road system over here. I'll have to move the pillar here again. We can run a road underneath. Continue this along. Move the pillar a fraction more. That should give us the room. Straighten it up. That's what move it's for. Yeah, we can extend out these areas. I don't know if we want more shops along here or more offices. Either or, really. Don't want residential down too close to the canal, so they don't have to put up with the noise of the ferries going past. I'm sure we can get some offices or something along the canal side. Don't know how far we want to go up that hill. Keep it down closer to here for our next ferry stop. Get this hooked up. Maybe come out a little bit. Make a little square. Without having to go up that hillside. Come back down here. Interesting little small road area. Get this chopped up a little bit more. Over this side, I'm not sure. Just extend out a medium road like we did before. There's more sort of terrain over this side. I don't think we necessarily need to have more roads come out further than there. Get our water coverage in. Avoiding the canal. We can maybe get some zoning in to carry the power across to our ferry stop over here. In a car park or something as well. I haven't put in many car parks recently. We want to keep up with that. We have a shop in here. We've got a car park in. Hopefully that'll fill in relatively quickly. Get the power sorted out. Get one of our extra large parks in. Only wants to fit over here. Doesn't want to fit in one of our little squares, unfortunately. That's fine. A little bit of extra coverage, keep people happy. In one of our pedestrian and bicycle paths. So the people who live here can get out nice and easy. They don't have to take their cars and stuff. Yeah, I do like using the paths. Again, we haven't been using them recently. And then we can fill in the gap with a little bit of commercial between our houses and our offices. Fill in this gap with some light commercial. A nice little area. We can do something similar over here. Yeah, I'm not sure how much noise a sort of passing ferry just moving down the canal is going to make, but we won't risk it. Make sure we've got offices along the canal side itself. Help protect against any of that potential noise pollution. can just get some shops in the gap. Make sure there's plenty of places for the people to work and go shopping. Maybe get some offices in over the other side as well. I do want to leave some room for potentially the metro stops or monorail stops. So I'll just do a little bit of zoning over here. Nothing too major. I think the offices will look nice on the canal side. Yeah, we won't put in too much over this side in case we need to leave room for other things. So I'm going to let that run for a bit. See how far that zoning can take us. So I've turned off the mods, the find it, and the plop the globals. I'm at 635. I'm going to straighten up a couple of nodes while I'm waiting for the population growth to die down. We're still going strong, so when it drops down to triple digits, low triple digits, like 100 and something, that's when we'll spring into action and get more houses zoned in. So until then, I can do a little bit of tidying up. Over here, where I'd upgraded a section of road, I hadn't used a one-way road, that's why there was an extra crosswalk there. Get that tidied up. I've got a new subscriber, Connor, also plays City Skylines, makes videos. Connor Plays Games is the name of his channel. Go check that out. Get a district renamed in his honour. Do a tiny bit of rezoning. Some nice classy offices in there. Delete out a couple of these farms that aren't deleting by themselves. So we can get that, get those offices in. Now we've got a few districts here that we can rename after people. I'm going to rename one after my friend and musical colleague Ron, who was also my very first subscriber back in the day. It's a long time ago now. Seems to be complaints in Giantcourt Park. I'll get some more rezoning done. Farms changed for offices. Yeah, we put in a lot of farms trying to get our unique building unlocked. It required 5,000 squares of farming. But now that we've got that in, we don't really need to worry about it. We can have this central section, this sort of Giantcourt business park. Something a little classier. Again, get that sort of filled out. It's been a long time with these sort of areas left with no zoning on them. I think now is the time to fill up all our gaps. I think probably by the end of the episode or the start of the next one we'll be looking at a new tile. See how far this zoning we've done takes us. I'll let it ride for a bit. Still got a little bit more room that we can play with. We're leveling off about 639. It's not quite letting us get to the 640,000 mark. I'll work on this area a little bit. I want to get another ferry stop in. Try and even out the train a little bit so it's nice and easy to place our ferry stop. Generally I want to extend the ferry network. We'll just use the small stops. One here. Then we can use the bigger sort of double stop down closest to the entrance to the canal. And that can be the point where we separate out the two ferry lines. Have the ferry that goes down the river, just going up and down the river. And we can put in another one of the double stops down here, where they can switch over to our secondary ferry line, which will run along the canal. I think this is what the double stops are supposed to be for. I don't think we're going to have enough room to place it without unlocking this tile. Why not? Let's do it. Now's the time. So we've still got 6 tiles after this. Plenty of space to work with. There's only so many more vanilla assets that I want to pop in and use. I want to get that zoo sea life centre in, along the coast somewhere. I also want to use the offshore oil drilling rig. That'll require another Industries DLC area set up, for oil as well, the one that's misbehaving the most. That'll be a job in itself. That'll be one of the last things we do, I think. Rebalancing that Industries DLC stuff's gonna be a pain in the bum. So we've got our ferry terminal in. Got everything straightened up. Our roads in. We do want to do the same thing in the other tile. I want to move this down as close to the entrance to the canal as possible, so we've got room over the other side of the river in the tile that we've just unlocked. Because we want to do the same thing over there and put in a canal, but it'll have to be further up than this one for the ferry that goes down the river to be able to reach both stops. Yeah, this should be enough room. We can have another terminal on the left hand side. Yeah, we'll have to put in our road network into this tile first. At least we're pros at putting in the canal now. The experience of putting it in first time should mean it's easier over this side of the river. So we'll get our standard connection up to the highway of the turbines. Upgrade our roads on our roundabout. And we can extend these large roads. I think we pretty much want to make a bridge straight away, coming down and have our canal pretty much right here. Don't know how far we want to come across. We can sort of measure by using one of the other bridges. Looks like it's 17 meters we want to go to create bridges that are the same. And they're definitely going to leave us the right amount of space to pop in our canal. And as before, I'm just going to grab the middle pillar and bulldoze it. Doesn't look as though the roads align. Yeah, doesn't look great. See what we can do. I would like to connect to there. Yeah, I'm not sure about this angle. See what I can do. We move it. Just tidy it up a little bit. Guess it doesn't have to be perfect, but it can look a little better than this. Try and straighten things up. Move these nodes a little bit. Looks slightly better. Oh, grab the pillar. That's better. Yeah, if you accidentally grab the pillar, choose another node. I'm going to build the land back up on this side, just so we've got enough room to get our large road up and over the river and a bridge. I think this is too high, the height I've selected. It's like the height of the road itself. Hopefully that's going to do it. Yeah, it should be fine. Get these roads hooked up to each other. Could maybe make another bridge aligned with the first one. So got this lined up. We'll come 17 meters again for our bridge. Another shady angle. And well, do a little more move in it. Tidy things up a little bit. It's less crazy of an angle. That looks slightly better. Livable. Get this chopped up, but I have to make a bridge straight away. Put in a connection here instead. Don't know how many bridges we really want to make across the canal. Try and use this area up as well. And get the roads connected from Sports Monkey Square over here as well. Come over the highway. Yeah, we'll get this tile sort of filled in with the backbone of the roads. The population number is sort of slowly creeping up. It's just pretty slowly. Yeah, we'll get the roads in and everything. It's a shame that rail's on the wrong side of the city lines. When I built the map, I thought it would be a good idea to have some of it come down and some of it be raised. But until you know what you're doing with your road network, can't really say which bits should be raised and at ground level. I guess we just need to bring our canal out to the end of the tile and can worry about it when we unlock the next tile. Should have made that section at the end, that large road to bridge. Come back and fix that in a minute. So we'll get this medium road as a bridge up and over where our canal is going to be. Okay, and we'll go the 17 meters. We'll do the same thing, we'll change this large road so our canal can get through. As I say, if we need to mess about with that train track, we'll need to wait until we unlock the next tile to do so. So it's just on the wrong side. So another ridge in here. I guess I do want to put in the fifth one. Go in and remove all the pillars. Get our canal through. And we're going to come from a low point on the side of the river. Make sure we can scoop in as much of that water as possible. Get the pesky pillars out of the way. And we can get that canal hopefully straight through, no problem. So we're running out of time for the day. We'll come back in the next one and pick up where we left off. Until then, take it easy. I'll see you in the next one.